Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the best brawlers to main for every single rank in Power League. So whether you're all the way stuck in bronze, maybe you're a new player, this might help you out all the way up until the masters rank. So hopefully all of these tips will help you guys progress in Power League, and let me know what other Power League specific guides you want to see in the future. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using a create code. Mine will be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's hop into it. Alright guys, so we're going to be starting off with the bronze rank. So I'm hoping that 99.9% of you guys aren't stuck in the bronze rank. A couple of wins you should be able to get straight out of it. But after testing out the bronze rank, it was actually pretty hilarious to see some of the brawlers I was recommended by my teammates. So it's a bit obvious some of the worst brawlers in the game. They're some of the most meta brawlers at the bottom. So I definitely recommend banning the likes of Edgar, the likes of Dynamite as well, Mortis. These are the really bad troll picks, but they don't really think it's troll picks, which your randoms will go. So make sure to ban them out. And in terms of brawlers that you want to main, I definitely would put the likes of Jesse or Penny towards the top, because those are brawlers that will get a lot of value out of the enemies clumping. When you're at the lower ranks, people like to clump up a lot. You know, Penny's probably, well, the way better option, because of course you got that turret. That turret's going to hit a lot of random noobs, and also just a splash damage from her normal attacks, and she can deal with pretty much everything. So definitely recommend playing Penny. She's playable across every single mode, and even at the highest tiers of the meta, Penny is one of the best brawlers. Alright guys, so now moving on to the silver rank, we still have the same type of strategies with the bronze rank. There's not too much difference because, you know, for example, I've seen some people going like a power 4 rank on shooting stars, so some really bad picks. There's still going to be a lot of Eggers and those dumb brawlers. So there's a couple of brawlers which I recommend playing, or of course banning yourself. So first one's going to be B. B is a top brawler within the meta, so it's good once you learn the game as well. B is going to be good in the late game as well. But no, Livat, she's a carry brawler. Specifically when you're at the lower ranks, you really need those heavy carry brawlers, because even me myself as a former pro, or you know, a player that can get masters every single season, I still struggle sometimes at this rank because randoms can just be so horrible. So you need the biggest carry brawler. Of course, B with those 3k shots, you can just delete people so quickly, you know, quick enough so your randoms can't throw. And then also another underrated pick, which of course at the higher end still can be a little bit of a nuisance to some people, it is bows. So bows mines, for whatever reason, people just don't know how to trip over them successfully, and they just give Bo infinite mines. So Bo is a real big problem at this rank, so either play him or ban him, because you can actually probably use this strategy all the way up until diamond. Okay, so now we're jumping into the gold rank, which I would say that most people are still past this rank, but at least a few of you guys might still be at the gold rank. So there's two brawlers in particular which I definitely recommend being your mains at this rank. So the first one is going to be Crow. So I know he's a legendary brawler, so everyone might not have him, but the chances to unlock him now since the update in December, I think most people should be able to work towards Crow. If not, make sure you're selecting that legendary to Crow. But anyways, Crow's just a fantastic option because he's really speedy, and it's going to be really hard for opponents at this level to hit you. So that is one big positive. Of course, he's pretty good against tanks with his slow, so make sure you get the slow intoxin gadget. And then of course his super can just be so easy to carry with in this type of range. I just see even my randoms playing Crow, they actually play pretty good Crow, so it's just really easy to play, and he's super versatile. You know, you can even get away with playing Crow and Shooting Star at this level just because of how speedy he is. And then the next one is going to be Spike. So instead of being like that speedy, really annoying character to hit like Crow, you can just go with Spike and go with Curveball. So making sure you got that star power with Curveball, and it can just be really annoying. I know specifically there's a few people that aren't too good at the game that I play with that can just play Spike Curveball so easily. So I just know that if in doubt, I can just put them on the Spike and they can just carry no matter the game mode. Again, even on those longer range maps like Shooting Star back to a bowl, you can still get away with playing a Curveball Spike, and he's actually a pretty strong brawler in the meta. He deals a high amount of damage, and opponents just don't know how to dodge Curveball at this level. Alright guys, so now jumping into the best mains for the diamond rank. This is where things start to get a little bit sweaty because people are starting to get their power 11 brawlers, especially with those gears and all of the meta brawlers as well. People somewhat know the meta at diamond rank. So the first brawler which I recommend maining at the moment has to be Ems. So I still feel like at this rank, after playing it for quite a while, I feel like people still don't know the range of Ems, and Ems is a really powerful brawler in the meta anyways, but of course she's going to be shutting down those tanky options. I see a lot of Buzz in this rank, so of course Ems can be a decent counter to Buzz. But no, Livat, she's a fantastic option in Heist. really strong option in gem grab and Brawl. And as I said, like a good Ems player can just lock down a certain area and just deal so much damage. You can even play Ems at the lower ranks, to be honest. She's just a really easy brawler to play. But I thought it'd be a little bit boring just to mention Ems every single time, but she's just solid and really easy to pick up and play. And then the next one is going to be Surge. So I still feel like Surge, he can be played more so at the lower ranks, but people just probably will end up taking Surge off you, if you get what I mean, your randoms. And he's only really good in a few select modes, but Surge definitely is that carry brawler. Still in diamond rank, I feel like you need to carry your randoms more than anything else, and Surge can be that brawler. So you need to be making sure that you're at least in a good map or scenario with Surge. Avoid any game mode like bounty and knockout, and making sure, you know, that it's an environment where you know you're going to get super. So you don't want to, again, be throwing Surge into like your backyard bowl, for example, but he definitely is that pop-off brawler where he can shut down those tanks like Buzz and Ash, for example. So for me, those are two solid brawlers to main. Alright guys, so now jumping into the best brawlers to main if you're stuck in the Mythic rank. It is going to be the top brawlers of the meta. So that's going to be Shelly and Max in particular. So these two brawlers, I feel like still in Mythic, when I play a Mythic, people don't ban the most meta brawlers. They're still really good players and can definitely start reaching their way to Legendary, but people just forget. They're a little bit lazy in terms of the bans. So I think you might be able to get some good value out of Shelly and Max in particular. So of course, Shelly right now is just running the meta in Legendary and Masters. People just ban Shelly all the time because they're aware and actually appreciate how strong Shelly is. But as I said, like in Mythic or lower down, you can pretty much play Shelly everywhere. Again, it's a little bit boring mentioning it for every single rank, so I wanted to mention it in Mythic in particular. But you can play Shelly literally everywhere, even on Shooting Star, for example. I've seen people pull off a good Shelly because of how fast she is with her movement speed. Make sure you combine in Shell Shock with Clay Pigeons, but not even that. Most of the time, people actually use Clay Pigeons to then get her Shell Shock, because once you get her super, it just makes you have such a big presence on the map. So you don't have to always use super then Clay Pigeons, just bear that in mind as well. We can use it pretty much everywhere. And then, as I mentioned, Max as well. Max is a brawler which you want to be learning how to master, just because people still underappreciate a Max, but a good Max can get so much pressure for your team. You may not be getting like all the kills and getting all the big stats at the end of the game, but you're going to be making sure that you get a good stronghold in the game. And Max, again, you can pretty much play everywhere. So once you start mastering how to play Max, you can master Dukes with pretty much every single brawler. So definitely recommend starting to master Max. Alright guys, so jumping into the final few ranks here, I'm going to include it into the same category because there's not many master players in the world right now. And if you're actually a Masters player, I highly doubt you will need to watch my videos because you're probably a pro player or good enough to be a pro. So in terms of like Legendary and Masters, and so it's pretty much self-explanatory. Most people will know the top brawlers within the meta, but I think it would be beneficial to start maining brawlers that don't get banned too often. So I try and highlight that a lot in my videos, but there's a couple of brawlers in particular, you probably know them already, Gus and Gray. Those are like two really strong pop-off brawlers which do not get banned really often. I only see like Gray get banned on Split, for example, because it's just such a solid option. But it's definitely worthwhile, you know, practicing those brawlers that are missed out on the ban stage, but can then definitely pop off. You know, Gus, he's going to pop off in Knockout and Bounty, and even on Gem Grab, I've seen him used quite a fair often amount, especially to counter other mids like B, for example. And then you've got Gray, who can definitely be a solid carry brawler, you know, when you think about Knockout, when you think about Bounty, Brawl, even Gem Grab, I've seen him use quite a fair often amounts. So try and master those brawlers that are, you know, just towards the top of the meta, but on like the best brawlers in the game. Alright guys, it's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. So that was just kind of like a brief guide on the best brawlers to really play within that rank. You got to bear in mind that, you know, I based this mainly off of me playing Power League on multiple accounts for days now. You know, I'm trying to make this video like last Thursday, so that's just how long I've been preparing this video. But let me know down in the comment section below if you still made it towards the end, what rank you are in Power League and how I can help you guys out as much as possible. Because I feel like there's quite a lot of people that are probably like stuck towards, I would say Mythic. I would say you guys are probably stuck towards Mythic, try and get towards Legendary. Maybe you can do like a specific guide for that rank, you know, play a bunch of Mythic and learn how Mythic players play, and then I can help you guys out as much as possible. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.